Yo, what's up? It's your boy Matt Spencer, 3XG Spins.
I think we're here. I think we're here. Are you unmuted? Oh, nope. There. Now we're here.
Now you've given me permission to speak.
Yeah, that's technology. AI did this. You can always speak.
I
But
liked it
what's up,
during your
Josh? How you doing,
intro.
man?
I enjoyed seeing myself in the corner of the screen labeled as backstage. Felt very rock star.
Right? Now we just need your writer. Like, what kind of food do you want?
Um, Good tie. All of the M&Ms. Nothing needs to be removed.
Thai restaurant. Audio is good. In the chat, if anybody's there, I know that people will be stopping through. We're doing things a little bit different. We're a little bit spiffier tonight. But we have an awesome track over here, and I don't have it named properly, but right now it's just first project from Josh. But what
The
is this
official
track
title of the
called?
song is Friday Afternoon Blues.
We're going to fix it now. So we got this folder and Friday. Right. And then this is going to change. That way, when we open it up, we're going to see the right title at the top there. But yeah, this song is really cool. I mean, we haven't listened to it on live since about a week or maybe two.
Yep.
So let's just check it out real quick, and then we can start going over some things and finding out any changes that you want to make.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna mute us now. I hope you all enjoy this, but check this song out right here by Mindermast, Friday Afternoon Blues. I had a false start. 1 second. Here we go. We're gonna get it right this time.
Man, I'm kind of sad that I can't sing along while it's playing.
I know. I wish we could have both on at the same time. Like that's so cool.
Okay, so to start with the sorry, you need a sec?
No, I'm good.
All right. So easy thing first. Could we turn the EQ a little bit higher on the rhythm guitars?
Sure, yeah. Let me just turn my sound off on this thing. There we go. All right, so let's go to the rhythm guitars.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a huge change, but I feel like it needs to shift a little bit more toward the high end.
Okay. So let's see. We had the left one there. We had the right one there. Got the EQ right here. And let me see. This is where we need to be able to talk and play it.
Yeah.
But we'll compromise today while we figure this all out. And let me turn this off.
Right, at least we can do this in real time instead of me having to deal with the texting nonsense.
All right. What's wrong?
They need your help with the ladder.
They said tomorrow. Well, they're going to have to wait a second. I mean,
I told her I'd tell you.
Literally, Kevin just called me and said tomorrow.
Okay.
So, is it Kevin?
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought. All right. Anyways. All right. So,
I'm cool if you need to attend to something.
No, well, I guess once we get it to like, let me try to get it to where it sounds good. And since you have the chat that we have, that maybe you can tell me on there, like as I'm making the adjustments, because I'm going to add some more high end on there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So I'll mute us for a second. There we go. Okay.
Okay. So that was definitely sounding better. Side question. Earlier when we were testing, you had Logic taking up most of the screen. We were just on the side. Would it be okay to do that again?
Yep.
Yeah, because I like being able to do what you are seeing on the screen there. It's easier for me to keep track, and as much as I am learning from what you're doing, then I can see what you're doing.
Definitely. I know there's another view too we can do.
Okay.
Let me just move it this way. And then can we make us? Let's see.
That's probably pretty good.
Yeah, it could. I know there's a way for you to see the whole thing, so it's be like there. That's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's just gonna get. So that's fine. All right. There's people saying hi in the chat, so in case they care, I'm gonna let them know that I don't have responding in chat powers.
What's up, man? Hey, Wicked Low's in there. What's up, Mikey Diamond? I appreciate y'all rolling through, man. We're working on some awesome music today. I know you guys know me for a lot of hip hop stuff, but we've been doing this series a couple times now, and today we brought Josh on with us, like so you can actually hear and see him instead of just seeing him in the chat. So we're going over some music and trying to get everything ironed out as I'm learning to mix and master with a different type of genre, because I always love to learn, and Josh is also learning, and I mean together we're having a lot of fun. So we appreciate everybody, and if you guys have any input or anything, definitely let us know.
So next thing, the more difficult thing to adjust. Every time the lead guitar comes in during the verses, I feel like the rhythm guitars are getting quieter. It's a little bit better after you change the EQ.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's still happening.
Okay, let's see. Supposed to show the chat, but I don't think it is. Let me see if I can do this though. I think I can do that. Yeah, there we go. I can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. There we go. We got the shout outs in there. All right, so let's see when the rhythm guitar starts like around this part.
So when the guitar kicks in, so what is that? Like about measure 30?
30, okay. All right, so let me put us in. Let's see. So I will mute us for a second. I think because I would put it at bar 30, which is that.
I had my estimate wrong, but I think it's better if we do start it a little bit sooner so we can hear the contrast. So the lead kicks in, I guess, was at 32. And that's where I can hear your rhythm get quieter, almost like there's a side change going on or something.
Okay. And that's right around 32, around here?
Yeah.
Okay, but you want to start it sooner, like here or further this way?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, 27. Okay, so let's try to solo these out so we can see if we can hear it more apparent with just those. Yeah. And I will mute us for like 15 seconds or something. Did it sound like it was in that section at all?
No, I mean, for that part, it sounded fine. But now, I mean, unless you muted the music, like I don't hear the guitars at all, or didn't before.
Yeah, I muted everything except for the guitars.
Right. So I'm saying, like, so from, about 25 to 32, I heard the guitars just fine.
Okay.
At 32, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, so let me see. Got you. That might have been right before 32 seconds. 15 seconds, because I just counted. All right, let me do this again. I'm going to make sure it goes past 32. So we started at 27.
Yeah, so if you look at track 3 and you can see the wave signal there for when the guitar on that track kicks in.
Yeah.
That's the part where I'm hearing the problem. So keep
Okay.
it going through that. And we'll
Got
see
you.
if we can
All
tell.
right. I understand. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me put this on. Maybe
No,
it's
that
some
sounds
other
normal.
instrument drowning it out.
That was my next thought.
Let's try these 3 guitars at the same time. Start it from 27. So we start it in the same place. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It sounded to me like it was about the lead interfering with the rhythm in some way.
Okay. So I wonder if we can see if there's any conflicting frequencies on the EQ band that we could pull back on one of them. Because I know with voices you can do that. Like I haven't done it with this though, but if we take a look, trying to think. Well, I guess you're probably echoing a little bit, huh? I didn't think about that. Or are you hearing the echo on yours?
I'm hearing myself echo right now.
Okay, so
I'll just talk.
okay, and then when you need to, you could just tell me because I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I want to try to find places in the EQ band that I can get rid of. So I'm gonna look at this because it's gonna spectrum analyze the guitar, and then I can see what comes in here. And let's just take like this much of it there and a little bit of it there, and then we'll just let it play so I can see if I can find some places I can make it different. Is it? Does it sound any better that way, Josh?
I didn't really notice a change. When you unmuted the rest of the song, it sounded like the bass was also overtaking it some.
Okay, so let's take a look at this, and it might.
I
I
think
wonder
we
if
maybe just turn the bass down a little bit.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
And then
you
I was
about
wondering
volume.
also about tweaking EQ on the lead.
This one. Gotcha.
Yeah, so like if we have the rhythm guitars where I'm happy with them, then adjusting the lead around that.
Yeah.
Like maybe bring some of the low frequencies that we decreased for the rhythm guitar.
Gotcha.
See how that sounds.
Okay, cool. All right, then let's try to lower this bass a little bit here.
That's good.
Oh, wrong one. Is that any better?
Yeah.
I can play it again too. So I think that's a little bit better there. But we can pull it down or up either way, too, for the bass. If you
Run it one more time so I can hear the contrast.
Gotcha.
It's better. Well, I was wondering maybe like I was just playing a little louder when I recorded that segment, but I'm looking at the waveform screen and it looks like the bass is not louder during that section, so I might just be imagining that.
Yeah, if that maybe a little bit easier for you to see the waveform.
That does make it easier.
But yeah, it's I guess right here, right before it gets a little bit louder, but then it goes back to pretty much
Right. That's normal.
But that's obviously on purpose. But
I mean, kind of on purpose. It's also kind of just like the low B string gets very loud with very little effort.
oh yeah. Well, let me see. Let me see if we can make it more the same across the board.
I mean, I'm not too worried about that part right now.
Okay, because we can try to
later
if we need to. So let's put that back down. Okay, so should we just keep messing with the level for the bass?
No, I think we're okay on the level of the bass for the moment.
Okay, so we need to go back to the EQ for the lead guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have on the left side we have the rhythm guitar, and then on the right hand side I have the lead guitar. So you said you wanted to bring some of the frequencies up on the lead, right? Where we took them down on the rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay. So one would definitely be this 505. It's down to 10.6. So I can bring this over to get to the 505.
So this basically just matters for my own being able to follow what's going along. But I'm noticing that I guess you have a plugin open right now, and I can't see it. I only see the main timeline.
Oh,
and I can see your mouse moving around. I just can't see what it's playing with.
not fair. Okay.
Not at all.
We definitely need you to see that because then you can't see the EQs changing.
Yeah, I'm missing a really nice EQ graph.
Yeah. And you can't even see the spectrum analyzer then. Okay. All right, let's fix this. Let's try this. And now.
Oh, now I see it.
Nice. All right.
That's exciting.
Yeah, because now you're gonna see like what's happening as it's happening too. So that's the rhythm, and then we need the lead. All right. So basically, I've been looking at both of them, kind of like next to each other, so that I can mess with the frequencies. Now I just got over to this, which is the 505 hertz, which is one of the ones we lowered here to 10.6. So now we can raise that specifically. Although we need to get to 40 because we put it the width supposed to be at 40. So get this down. because that way it'll.
I don't know that must be an exact error.
Well, that's true. Yeah, we could go inside out of it to give it a little bit more of a curve. So we can raise this up. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's see what it sounds like.
Hold on. Because as it is, like it's getting that natural spike a little bit lower. I don't know if that's like 350 maybe. So I can't exactly see the numbers just on my the way my screen is small, but so a little bit lower than where you raised it. It's like it's already high there just naturally. So maybe we emphasize that part instead of trying to raise right now where it's not doing as much.
All right, let's see. Let me get this here. There. And okay, so I can come in. So let me pull this over a little bit sooner. Okay, so around. What's up, Mikey Diamond? So if we can pull it more towards the 3. So like in that zone there?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay. And then we also turned some down around 920. Let's see what's going on over there. Not too much. I mean, you got some in 800 and some in 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
There's some though. There is some in the 9.
Okay.
What color we used? Okay, like the greenish, the lighter greenish one. This one. Oh, okay, but I already used that to take that down. I need to take something else. Let's take this one. And shrink it a little bit. All right, so let me do it while it's playing so we can kind of start hearing a difference. Spread it out a little bit.
I am also wondering, bring up the EQ again for the lead.
Let's see.
I'm curious why you decreased so much at 69 and 7500.
Just because it was conflicting with the rhythm.
Okay. Gotcha.
But we can change that too. I was just trying to find where the sounds were like were both.
Yeah, maybe not to cut it as drastically.
Yeah. So let's play that. So that's about. Let me do about. Let's see. What's that?
That was sounding nice. About the level.
Okay, let's put it back up a little bit. There we go. Okay. How about that?
Feeling good so far.
All right. So let's see. We can get from over here just to get a little bit more before and after. And all right, here we go. Let's see. how you feeling about that?
Feeling pretty good. I feel like I also want to decrease the volume on the lead just a tiny bit.
All right, let's try that out. How about that?
Close. I feel like, bring it up 0.1 or, well, not, nobody's going to notice like 0.2 or 0.3 from where
Okay.
it is right now.
Yeah,
Because I think it's blending better that way.
cool.
Just
So let's do that.
overcorrected the slightest bit,
No problem.
but that's not so hard to fix.
No, we got that. So that should actually 22. Okay. Okay, so that should do it. Let's see what it sounds like. And let me turn the sound back on because I've been trying to turn it off to make sure you don't double up. Next time, I'm going to figure out what's causing that.
We'll figure it out someday.
Definitely.
All right, it's pretty good.
Cool. Should we, you wanted anything specific or do you want to listen to it again for now that we have those adjustments made or?
Let's see. So go back to play the intro and the first section with the acoustic guitar. Because when we were playing it at the beginning, I had some thoughts about adjusting the levels on everything to where I thought they were going to fit together better. So I'll listen to that again,
Cool.
see how it feels now.
All right, let's turn it on.
Sounded better than what I remember from before. I think the acoustic guitar does need to be slightly louder.
All right, let's take it up then. Let's see. And then, oh yeah, we do have some EQ, not much. But let's see. Now, right now, we're at negative 12.8. Now, let's try to channel into just a little bit of this so we get that transition so we can hear what it, sounds like as we're coming into it.
Yeah.
And then we can start making some adjustments here. So let's turn this on. Okay. So I just went up 2 decibels, but I definitely think it sounds better already.
Let's take it up 2 more.
All right, cool. Let's do this real quick. Get you to 9. Okay, here we go. Probably could use a little bit more, right?
would
think we're getting
it.
it.
About another two bump.
Let's see if we get. See what this sounds like. That's definitely sounding better. So you let me know which way you want to go with it, and we'll keep messing with it.
So maybe take it 0.5 back down.
0.5. Come on, let me have it. Come on, not today, mean guy. All right,
on you.
right? No, it's going from 7.4 to 7.6. Normally, I have my DAW controller, so I can Remember when I lived at your house, that mixer, where I can physically do it, but with the mouse, sometimes you know what I can do though? I can tell it exactly what I want to do. 7.5. Take that. No,
Yeah, I got to have it. But I guess you forgot the negative.
I did. It wasn't happy about that. There. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Are there any effects on the acoustic right now?
Yeah, there's this guitar rig on there right now. Well, it's got something, but I don't. Let me see what it happens when we run it. Actually, I don't think
The rig is there, but nothing's listed.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything loaded. I think I took everything off of it. So we could do something.
It might like to have a light reverb on it.
All right. Now let's see. I'm new to this program. I got it to when I started learning how to do bass. Because like I don't have any kind of pedals or anything, Josh. So I was like, I gotta at least have a digital one.
I found that pedals are fun for when I'm just plugged into the amp and playing, but when I'm recording, I would really rather record clean, and then I can tweak the effects after the fact, exactly where I want it.
That's what I like.
I can't keep it to a wah-wah. I have to actually have it plugged in.
Yeah, because you need it to be Let's see. I know there's a reverb thing here, and I'm just like somehow missing it.
Right, they all just have these fun names instead of just saying reverb.
Right, like what in the world? Let's see if we can play with this one. Now we have a lot of options too, because I do have a lot of good plugins, like for across the board, as far as like the like that popular one that that's really good for mixing and mastering is one of these these right here. Like these are built, or the Pultec. The Pultec is like one of the tried and true, and it's like it takes a while, but you can really learn this one. But right now I like having these because it's just like, okay, I wanted to just like play with the sound. I don't want to be a scientist with it all the time. So
I like scientists for that sometimes.
I do. But like when I'm trying to play the bass, I'm just like I'm trying to learn. I don't even know the chords. Like I just want to have some fun. Let me see. So we'll see how this goes. Now I muted everything besides this now. Just for a second while we're messing with it.
I don't know for power, but I was thinking that having a little bit on it. So just like what you have now. Let's turn off the solo. See how it sounds compared to everything else.
Let's see.
I like the tone. I think it sounds slightly quieter with the reverb on, so
That's
I
definitely
guess
possible.
I asked you to take off 0.5 earlier, maybe, and pump it back up to -7 even.
You got it. Let's see what we got now.
Still comes in just a little too loud. Let's maybe make it 7.25 negative. See, if it's just me doing this on my own computer, I'll do all the tiny little tweaks, go back and forth. I don't care. But now I got to keep asking you to make tiny little changes. I don't really know you. You're doing something very nice for me.
I don't mind, man.
But I got to be the picky customer.
Yeah, no, that you should be. You definitely should be. Oh, sound's not on. Oop. Here we go. You like that?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me see if we can.
Something else that I was noticing when I had asked you to go back and play the whole intro. So it starts out with just drums and rhythm guitar, and then the bass kicks in. And again, I felt like I think the bass is where I was getting the bulk of that interference earlier, where I felt like the rhythm guitar was getting quiet.
Okay.
So it really sounded like that same problem was happening here. So I wonder if we need to play with the bass EQ.
Okay. Let's go to here. Pull this up. Okay, so the bass comes in somewhere around here. Let's pull this up so we can see it a little bit better. And I think this was a stereo channel, but we really need it to be mono.
Yeah, I learned about switching between recording mono and recording stereo in the middle of while I was working on this song.
Oh, yeah.
I learned the right way to do it, but I didn't want to go back and start from scratch again.
No, that's annoying.
Yeah.
There's an
doing
easy
it better
way.
with all the songs I've done since then.
Yeah, there's definitely a way I can do it, but I don't know. It's not going to matter that much right now. But
yeah,
actually, I know there's like a button, just like a button. And now I'm like, I hate when I can't remember what because I'm like, this should be. But anyways, I've learned that I sometimes go off on a tangent, and I don't really need to focus on this right now. So we'll play it, and we can try to adjust the level. So, are you thinking that the bass may be too high when we're coming in, or?
Yeah, it definitely sounds loud and overpowering the rhythm guitars when it comes in. I'm wondering if it might be the same thing again with like the EQs interfering with each other.
Okay, yeah. So let me pull up also.
I'm also wondering, do you have compressors on any of the tracks right now?
Yes, we have compressors on the bass track right here. The lead guitar does not have a compressor on it. But the bass definitely does. The acoustic does not does not have a compressor on it. Let's see. I don't think anything else.
Maybe added to the acoustic. So that's not the problem. I was thinking that maybe bass needed more compression to even it out. But if it already has enough compression, then maybe we don't do anything with that.
Yeah, I've got a pretty decent compressor on it, so we can make some adjustments for sure on that. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Can I? Let's see. Okay. Just put it at 75 so I have more space. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll look at the compressor and the EQ kind of at the same time, and you can see. Actually, for you, it might be better if this was this big.
Thank you.
No problem. And then this right
so have perfect resolution on my side, so I can definitely see it better that way.
Good. I wish it would. I gotta get the upgraded account, and then it'll let me do 1080p. This only lets me do 720. That's one reason I don't always use this unless I'm doing like pulling people in, because like if I'm just streaming a video game or something, like I want to stream it, at a higher resolution.
Right.
But I do want to get I definitely want to get that.
Yeah.
Here.
I can mostly see what I need to right now, but you can probably see I'm doing the old man thing, real close, so that's a 50 and that's a 60.
No problem. That's all right. I had to do that too. It sounds way louder now.
Yeah, I was about to ask you to change something on this just for while we're working on it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this was let me go back. Why did it do that? That was wild. This was it.
I like the way the bass sounds, but I don't want to the only thing that I hear.
Yeah, I was like, that's way louder. And this stuff was already on, so like yeah, okay, 17. All right, now we can adjust from where it was. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, so you can just let me know.
Start the play position at like bar 6 or 7, so we can hear the change when the bass comes in.
Gotcha.
Like that's where I was hearing a problem before, so I want to see if the problem is.
Yeah, sorry, honey. I keep forgetting to mute the audio so that it doesn't echo, but he should be unechoey now. I just got to keep remembering to hit this button. But let me know if please stay in the chat and be our guide. But I'm gonna put this on real quick for now. Okay, so what do you think about that? Now that you heard how it goes together,
Am I audible right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was a lot better. I would think I want the bass 1 or 2 decibels louder, because it was almost like I could hear it, but just a little bit less than I wanted to. But it definitely was not drowning out the rhythm anymore.
Got you. All right, so we went up to -15. Let's see what we got. All right. Now, what do you think about that?
Better. Just for fun, why don't we try it at -14?
-14 it is. See, this is way cooler with you on here, because now, like, and once I fix that last audio piece, it's going to be, like, perfect, because we'll be able to, play this and go over this. I'm having a lot of fun. This is awesome. But let's see. Let me go back to 7. Start at 7. So we can hear the transition. Okay, here we go.
overshot it a bit. Let's make it negative 14.5.
Gotcha. Oh, you wanted
It's the annoying, painstaking work of balancing everything.
It is so important. It really is, especially when you have all these instruments, and that's what I'm really like.
Right.
I'm
And
loving
then one day
because
we'll add vocals, and who knows how much we're going to have to redo. I'm hoping if we at least get the instrumental perfect before then, we
right,
can just do the vocals and not have to mess with anything else.
absolutely,
And it'll be that much more fun while I'm recording the vocals.
right. Oh yeah, because you're gonna be totally jamming with it.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see. Here we go.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but I feel like now it's back to. I could hear the bass and the lead guitar really clear, and the rhythm was fading into the background more than I wanted it to. So maybe this is where we do the side by side EQ again
All right.
and see if we can get them to play nicely.
So we got the rhythm guitar here, and then do you want the bass?
Yeah.
And then we'll pull that. Let me turn this up a little bit so you can see this better.
Okay.
This is 100, and then we'll put rhythm guitar here.
They're actually already kind of trading places there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want? But I can play it. Let's put it back to 7, if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's see. Let me start that over because I didn't have the sound on yet.
I wonder if we what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like if we cut the bass below 100 hertz.
Let's see where. Okay, this is.
Right,
Oh, that's rhythm. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right over here, and we can. Let me get an extra one.
Yeah.
Let me take this one because I haven't used this one yet.
Okay.
And then to 100. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it's. I don't want that. Let me.
I think. Well, go back to the one you had.
This one.
Yeah. So I don't know if yours has it, but mine has an option when you have just that cut like that, where there's an option somewhere that you can change the slope of the cut.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Once I get on it, I can. There.
Ah, interesting.
So now I can cut to 100, which would be right.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Let's try it like that.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Audio on.
Okay, it's better. Might have cut too much. So what if we move that down to 60 instead of 100?
All right, let's try that out. There. All right, and let's test it.
Okay. I think I feel like there's maybe a very tiny adjustment that I want to make, but I don't know what it is. What's the volume out on the bass? 14.5, I think was where we left it.
I think, but let's see. Yes.
Okay, let's make it 14.25.
See.
I'm going to pretend that that's going to make a meaningful difference.
14. Negative 14.25.
If there's anybody in the audience that doesn't also do the mixing and production stuff themselves, they're going to probably think that I'm crazy trying to make these incredibly small changes here.
It makes
And
so
they're
much
not
music.
necessarily wrong.
Right. You got to be to make music, I think.
That's it. But also like to pretend that I'm going to tell that difference if it is, quarter decibel change. But you never know.
It does, especially when you got effects and compressors and all that.
Mhm.
It really does. Let's see what we got.
I think that's good for now. Goes on the long list. I'd like to come back to it another time. But
Yeah.
for today, I'm happy with it.
Cool. Well, let's see. You want to run through the whole jam or?
No, so one other thing that was bothering me, and I feel like we fixed this last time, and now it's unfixed a little bit, but the guitar solo.
Yeah.
So at like 96 or 97, there's that bit that where it gets quieter, and you can see it in the wave. And I know part of that was a problem with how I recorded it, but we got it sounding good last time.
And that's gonna be on this lead right here, right? Around here?
Yeah, right at that spot where like I got quieter by accident. I don't remember if the solution was just crank the distortion or if there was something else.
Oh, I accidentally left the sound on again. I'm sorry. Thank you, babe. Yo, what's up, Monica?
See, I've been hearing the echo, but I've also just gotten used to it to the point that I can tune it out now, so it's not bothering me like it was during sound check.
I'm so sorry. I definitely have to get that fixed. I definitely have to get that fixed. But I'm muting it as much as I can. I remember because I had to like go on a different screen. I have two monitors set up, and I'm watching you and I on this one, and Logic on this one. But I had to mute it at like the perfect time. So, but I'm gonna unmute it now because I want you to hear the audio. So let's see. All right. Before I go any further, all right, let me see if I can normalize it at all. Because yeah, I hear that right there. I see it.
Can you just like highlight that section and raise the volume on it while everything else stays?
Shoot. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that though. But yeah, yeah, what we'll do is let's expand this so we can see just that part of the wave. And then take this part right probably to this right transition here. Get over there. All right. And then let's change our tool for our second tool to gain. It may make me cut this out, which is fine if I have to. Ah, that's nice. I knew they were going to fix this problem. It auto cuts it now.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, so let's see if we just get these waves a little bit larger. Not too large, but
right. Just trying to get them even
with
the rest.
And then let me turn the audio on.
Okay. I'll take it back a bar or two further so when it gets to that spot, we can tell the difference or tell that it's the same now.
Got you. All right, so let's test this out.
With the audio on.
That's way better. That's way better. Oh yeah, you can't.
I mean, I'm glad you think it's good, but I'm the artist. I also wish to hear my art.
I'm so sorry, Josh. Okay, I'm gonna let you hear it too, man. We can do this. We're gonna enjoy this together. Here we go. All right. Oh yeah, I gotta get it together, Matthew. There we go. Did you hear how like more even that sounded?
I heard some of it, and then the sound went out. But
Oh,
while I could hear it, you
I
sounded
turned
good.
it off.
Okay.
All right, I'll start it from. I turned it off as soon as it got past the point where
Gotcha.
it was where we adjusted
Okay.
it.
Yeah, like play it all the way through that section, and then pause it like after it passes 97.
Got you. All right, so now we're gonna go from here, and we'll just go to like half of
Yeah, that'll be
97.
good.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to
Okay.
make sure that I hear both ends of the adjustment.
All right. Oh, unmute. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Okay, that was good. It just threw me off for a second because it looped back
Looped.
around, and I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it to for some reason.
Sorry.
Even though I saw it set the loop. But yeah, no, okay. Volume seems to be fixed. Thank you.
No problem.
And then at the end of the solo, when we were listening to it before, okay,
Like over-
so like you see at 105 where like there's that like it ends and then there's that little run. It's supposed to be a longer fade out. So I don't know if that was the
Oh, right
noise
here?
gate doing. Oh, right before that. I'm pointing at my screen as if you can see. Yeah, so there. It's supposed to be like a long note that fades out. And when we were listening to the whole thing earlier, it sounded like it did not last as long as it was supposed to.
Okay. Let me see. This is a bounce. So it is possible that we are missing some because that's a bounce. So that's a bass clean bounce in place. So let's go grab your original file, which I think is here. And we got bass clean, which is the file that we're messing with now.
Oh, no, we're messing with lead guitar right now.
Oh, crap. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, but bass clean is.
See how on bass.
Like so you're talking about this then, right?
Right. So the way that on bass it kind of fades out over the course of about a whole measure.
Yeah.
Lead guitar should be doing the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, this one, okay, yeah, that's a bouncing process, and also, so let's grab the lead guitar then. Let's grab. Where did it go? There we go. Okay, so lead guitar clean. Let's just drop this in real quick. Shrink this down so I can move it. And then, now let's take a look. Let's bring this up so that we can have it with our other one. Right there. And then that way we can look at the wave files.
Yeah.
So it doesn't show up on there either, on the original one.
Okay, so it might have been about effects settings.
Yeah, because it's not on the.
For comparison, instead of clean, could you import the other lead guitar that I sent you? So that's the one that has my effect settings on it. So we can hear like how that last note was, how it sounded when I was doing it, and then see how we can make it similar.
So we're gonna put this one right here, and then let's make sure it's pulled over properly. Okay, so this might be. It seems like it's off a little bit from where the alignment is, but it can't. Well, I can obviously adjust it. I'm just wondering why those ones. But maybe it's just the effects make it look that way. Maybe it's adding something. So, let's see. All right, so let's do solo.
I mean, we can just solo it,
and that would be okay right over here. Got you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one is set up. Okay, so there may be a lot.
I wasn't able to hear the audio on that.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
I mean, maybe you heard what you needed.
I heard both of them. I do, and there's way more reverb, I think, on the effects one. So let me solo out the one with the effects first, so you can hear that one. And then if we solo out this one. So like I think if we put some more reverb on that part, it might
reverb and also a delay.
Yeah.
That was something someone else suggested to me, and I really like what happened when I added it.
Well, let's see, because this one we don't really have. We do have stuff on there, but we do have reverb on there, but just not a lot. So, but let me specifically add reverb. But outside of that tool, let's go ahead and throw this. Actually, I'll throw it right on here for now, because where's dynamics? Actually, I think I have a better reverb tool in here. Plate reverb. Let's try that one. I don't know how that works for instruments, but
we'll find out.
Right. So let's bring our guy over here. Right where it ends at. And that's a bit much. And wet is on. Let's turn wet off so we can adjust. All right, now we're getting more control. That's good. Let me see something original. I don't know. It sounds like there was more.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up my version and go back and listen to it with the effects turned off, so I can see what the original recording sounds
Okay.
like.
I feel like I'm missing like a couple strings, like maybe two, just or something. But I could be wrong. It could be the effects that did it. I mean, but.
So I assume you're not going to hear what's playing on my end.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is just me listening, so I can
may be able to
what's the original recording.
Okay, you might be able to. Do you see an option to share your screen?
I do.
Okay, go.
All right,
you can
do we want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
All right, select window. This one. Allow. Okay.
Nice.
Wait, that's the wrong section.
That is so cool, Josh. Wow. Yes. Now hopefully I can get audio.
Okay, before I start clicking everything, just tell me if you can hear it.
No, but when you click share, did it give you there's like a little check box at the bottom right hand corner of that share screen when you first do it. You might have to unshare to do it though. But when you first click up and you do
okay.
Like the button, there's like a radio button at the bottom right hand corner that should say audio or share audio.
So I know on Zoom it always gives me that, but here it is not giving me that option. It just has select window or screen, and that's it.
Oh, darn it! All right,
something else to experiment with another time.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm gonna just pull up settings real quick, see if maybe it's there. No, not there. Okay, another time.
Yep.
All right, so just for my own satisfaction, I turn off the effects. What does this sound like?
Hey, Ma, thanks for stopping by. We're having fun just getting this getting some sounds changed up on my brother here's Mindermast track.
Okay, so I'm listening to my original with the effects off, and like holding it close to my ear, I can hear where like my finger is just sliding down the string, but it gets pretty faint a lot faster than when I have the effects turned on. So that's probably why on your version we're basically not hearing it there.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can this is with the effects. Let me see what we get on this one, just out of curiosity, by itself. And we'll turn this one off. Oh, muted again. There we go. Well, I
I
could
heard
hear
it.
it there.
Oh,
So
you heard it also?
I heard it on that for
Okay,
sure.
great.
So
So
maybe
that's the sound that I'm trying to increase here because it sounds really nice when you've got everything in there.
yeah. I wonder why I cut that off of this one. All right, so let's turn this off for
I
a
keep
second.
blaming your noise gate, so I'm going to go back to blaming your noise gate.
It might be that. It probably is that. It probably was just right under the frequency, and since this is a bounce in place,
Right.
it probably cut it off. But we can
And let's
take.
be honest, it's also the effect that I understand the least that you use a lot, so I'm just going to keep going back to blaming that one unless it's something I actually know.
Well, I think you hit it right on the head with that. And what we can do is we can send the same thing through. So bus one, we can do bus one on this one, so we can grab our effects back, and get some similar effects. Now let's see what percentage we had it on. This is 13.4. So let's throw this on 13.4. And we'll start there, you know what I mean? And then we can mess around. So we'll mute these. Let's see what we get just with that on.
That was bad.
I muted it again, but you like that better? Yeah, I think we're getting
All the
somewhere
folks
now. We know where the
listening at home
sounds at.
heard that I was talking about.
Right. I was like, it was there, darn it.
Right. It's not crazy old Josh hallucinating.
Let me see if I can give it a little bit more oomph now that we have the sound that we want. And then, let's see. I think that sounded better, but let's hear more of it so we can get, now that we've isolated where the issue is.
Yeah.
Pull this over here. All right, let's take a listen. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the scrapey thing there that to me it sounds like evil laughter or something.
That's what I thought it was.
That is my favorite happy accident with like anything I've done musically to date.
I love it. That's not your voice?
No, that is pick scraping with wah wah and distortion.
Wow, that is
I
impressive.
didn't know what it was going to sound like, but I figured I would give it a try, and that's what it sounded like.
That is impressive.
So, for all you other aspiring metalheads at home, that's how you make that sound.
I love that.
Distortion and wah wah can be very good friends.
I mean, it literally sounds like a mischievous laugh.
Yeah. So, okay. So then we add back in reverb and a touch of delay. And then we probably have awesome lead guitar tone after that.
All right. So now let's put Now that we have that there.
Not the one I was referring to, Terry, but them two. Although you guys are over in Sheets territory, and I don't know if you saw what I posted on Facebook the other day. The Sheets is now opening up around here, so things are about to get rough. I think there's going to be some turf wars.
Yeah, there definitely is.
Maybe they'll respond by opening a Wawa in Pittsburgh. I don't know.
Well, that'd be interesting. I haven't, because now that I'm not by Maryland, I never see them, you know. And Sheets isn't near where I'm at, but it's close enough that we can DoorDash it. It's just usually terrible by the time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's on your side of the state, at least. And Terry, didn't you spend enough time in Philly that you knew Wawa, or are you saying it's Monica's fault you spent that much time in Philly?
So I'm trying to put her post up there. There we go.
Both are in Frederick. Well, Frederick's neutral territory as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, definitely. Can't post messages to some channels. Okay, no problem. That's all right. There. Yeah, now I'm getting the hang of this interface.
I don't know. The last time that I ate at Sheets, I think, was also the last time that I drove to Rochester. So that was 10 years ago. I don't know what has happened since then.
Yeah, they have some pretty decent food for an inexpensive price.
Ah, yes. CVS in Center City, Philly. Ancient history.
Yeah, I like it there though. I definitely need to come back soon. And there's a couple, studios. Like, remember when I was up there was one not too far from you. Like two different ones that I was able to go to not too far. And one of my buddies, the one that I went to before, asked me to come back to it. So
Yeah.
But okay, so what should we do now, Josh?
What were we doing? Oh yeah, so we were gonna put the reverb and the delay back on the lead guitar.
Right, got it. Okay, so let's go into here.
Oh, now that we fixed the problem, I guess you can probably get rid of the extra tracks there.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but
yeah, I'll get rid of those.
To me, they would be cluttering up the workspace, so I'm guessing that to you they're doing similarly.
Yeah, but I don't want to take. They're disabled, but I'll put them somewhere else in a little bit. Let's
It's your workflow, so do whatever works well for you.
Let's see about this one. I don't know. Do they have instruments on this? No, synth is for like keyboard and stuff. Rooms, ambiances. All right, this one I know you can use the one for voices, but let me see. I have so many different like for reverb specifically, but this is so cool because I don't usually get to use like the instruments.
Okay, so I missed what you were pulling up. These are all just different reverb plugins?
Yeah. This one, I don't know. We'll see what it does. Let me turn the audio back on. There we go. Whoa.
Little overboard.
Little bit. Oh, that might. Hold on. It's still a little bit much, but that's getting better to the right direction. Let me see. All right, let me try to find one more specific because this one does have one for drums, but I don't think it's the right one for what we want to do. No. All right, we might just go to the one I know. I I haven't got to use these, and I want to use these new tools.
Oh, I know that feeling very well.
It's so sad, but I guess this one I know how to use. It just takes some adjusting, but this one has a lot of
You
power.
got all the toys. You want to play with the toys.
Yeah, like, and this universal audio it's just so good, and that I try to use other ones, but this one's way better. Let me see. It's a little bit. Let's pull this down some. That's closer, I think.
See, it sounds good while it's playing. It's just at the end of that one note, and it feels like there's too much echo at the end.
Okay, and what we can do if we need to, we can put we can bring part of the wave out, so it's not like part of the same thing to get affected.
Or I feel like what I would do if it was on my end is just like automate the reverb to be down at the end of that section.
Yeah, we can do that, but we'll have to change, like, it's gonna have to be adjusted in a different spot because it's going through a bus. Okay. So the effects aren't directly. This effect is directly on here, but the rest of them go through this. I'm not sure how to do that, but I can learn. I think I just need to figure that out. But probably we should do that on the next one, so I have time.
What if we turn this one off or turn it down and then work more with the verb that's in the guitar rig?
Yeah, we can do
that.
that.
On the bus, so it's going to also affect the rhythm.
It's on the bus, but the rhythm. Go back to this one. Rhythm. Yeah, it will. It will actually affect.
Okay. Never mind.
But we can make another bus though. Also, we can
We're not. Playing with buses is one of those things that I don't know as well.
It makes it so that you can use less resources, and then also if you like the sound, you can put more through it. But I think this is okay. Yeah, this is the one I was looking at now. I wanted to see if it give me the effect, like how much of the effect that I can adjust, but I don't think, not right off the bat anyway. So I'll figure that part out later. But what was I gonna say? Right, but we can do what you were saying with as far as going to the guitar rig, which is right here. Although, yeah, but it will. Although I forgot, that's one of the issues we were thinking about, is that it's going to affect the lead.
Right.
So we need to do this, and we will. This is the one we're using now. Let me dupe this. No, but that's okay. I can just. That's fine. We'll do it a different way. So here, and all the stuff that we'll just grab the guitar rig from here and put the same one on it, and then what's our volume at? 190. I mean 0. Oh shit! Oh wow! What the fuck? Oh my gosh!
Family-friendly channel, Matthew.
That was right. My bad. Wow, I was so surprised.
This
is not supposed to be happening. My voice is going through it. It's supposed to not be. Oh my goodness sakes! Oh.
But maybe what you've discovered is that the next time you do a live stream, you need to play around with putting some effects on your voice channel.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I did not mean to do that, but
completely unexpected, but interesting result.
Truly was. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have that one separate, so we can switch this over to bus 6 or 5, and then now we can go back to the guitar rig. Make sure we're on the right one. right here. And okay.
Okay,
So now we
it's
can
gonna
adjust the
only affect
reverb.
lead.
Yeah, and it won't affect the lead now. So let's see. Oh, let me turn sound on. I cut it off right before that part, and I was like, I know he's gonna want to hear that part, so I turned it back on. But I put a little bit more reverb in there, but we still have more options, and there's multiple kinds of reverb also that we haven't even played with. So if any of these look like something that makes sense,
what's Nice Room? Let's see what that one sounds like.
boop. All right.
I can't read what the silver knob is on the reverb.
What's that?
Whatever the silver knob is labeled on the reverb.
Pre-delay.
Okay.
Adjust the duration of pre-delay, which is the time it takes for the reverb effect to set in.
Okay. I don't know, maybe just the mix needs to be turned higher.
Yeah, because this is how wet it is. So, like,
right.
The more we put in, yeah, well, you already know. Let me turn it up to like at 50 so we can get, if we can at least start hearing it, and then we can kind of adjust it. That's close enough, I guess. 50.3 it is.
Okay. I like where it's going. So next thing, you said there's multiple delay options on the guitar rig. I feel like
Yeah.
there might be a different one that fits better. I don't think we need the twin. But let's
see. And this has all of these options
so
too.
this is going to give us different stereo effects, which is cool, but it's not what I'm going for this.
You know what? It's
song.
actually turned off. I didn't think about that.
Right. Well, so I'm saying, like, let's take that one out of the rack and put in a different delay instead.
Let's see. How do we?
No, I think I was doing it. You were that. Okay, so let's see what other delay options this thing comes with.
And then it might matter where we put it in the chain too, but this is another one.
So we can play with that one too. Okay, so this is probably good.
You want to hear this one on there?
Just for fun, I'm going to say turn the depth knob up a teeny bit, and then let's try it out.
To like 10?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, and then this is, of course, going to have some options here that we can play with later too. So let me cut the audio.
So let's see this one.
All right, here we go.
It's good, but let's turn the time knob lower.
Let's see. Okay. So it's at 493 milliseconds now. Time.
Let's take it down to 300-ish.
All right. 300.
Here I am doing the crazy thing again, where I'm going to act like, yes, we will adjust by 4 milliseconds. We will definitely be able to tell the difference. 120 milliseconds, I think we'll be able to tell.
I think so.
Well, I'm happy with it, but if there's still any audience in the room, I'd love to hear what they think about the guitar sound.
I know. It looks like there's... Oh, let me see. What's up, Santiago? Yeah, I don't know what kind of music you do, but I remember talking to you earlier about the microphones and stuff. So we're working on a rock track right now. But give me 1 second. Yeah, I just. But yeah, I wish there was. If you like this kind of music, I would definitely love to hear your input on this. We just added in some delay, so I'm trying to see what other people think too.
So I'm feeling happy with it overall. I think, like, if you have other ideas you want to try, let's do that. Otherwise, I think I'm ready to just play the whole thing through one more time, see if anything else stands out to me, and potentially call it a night.
Okay, no problem. Let me do that. I have to run downstairs real quick anyway, so this is perfect timing.
All right.
And I will get this so that it can play, and I will mute us. We're back.
Pretty good. Adding the effects to the lead guitar made it louder, so let's take it back down, say 1.5 decibels.
All right.
And the other thing that I still want to do, the cymbals feel too quiet for the most part. Like there's one, and I can't remember which one it is, that's coming through pretty clear, but the other cymbals seem like they're way too far in the back.
Okay, so let's see. Like, would it be? There's ride, and then
The ride is good.
okay.
Let's see.
Because I have the hi-hats, but I don't have one labeled cymbal.
Yeah, no. So it would be between hi-hats and crashes. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I just sent you a single track for hi-hat, which would be but whether it's open or closed, which I assume is what it would be like in a real studio. Those aren't going to be separate tracks. So let's focus in, say, between like 37 and 49. That's where I was hearing it most clearly. Okay, sorry, my mistake. So 41 to 49. Let's do that range.
Okay. Okay, and then you said what was the first number?
I was saying 41, but we can take it back to like 39 or something. It's roughly there.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely crash 1 and crash 2.
Okay.
I see like the volume knobs are fairly high on both of them, so I don't know.
Yeah, at least
be done.
yeah. We can add some stuff though to make it. We can also, you know what? These may not have been normalized either, which we could gain some more.
Thing, yeah.
So
I'm definitely finding that that's still the biggest challenge for me. What am I, like, close to a year in now that I've been playing with this more seriously? Balancing all the different drums and cymbals, I'm having a hell of a hard time with.
yeah, you have a way harder job than I do with what I do because, I mean, generally, well, I do have to look for instrumentals that have been mixed and mastered properly because of this, but you're the one that's literally putting all these instruments together, and that definitely takes a lot more work. But let's see, it didn't really raise it as much as I liked, so what I'm going to do is add a compressor on it. So
All right.
I think a silver one I think will work well. Let's see, they have drums. We don't really need that. Let's just let it be regular, and I can make some adjustments. Okay, so I need to put the audio on. What's that, Josh? Sorry.
So the one that you adjusted definitely sounds better. Like I can tell a clear difference. Okay, that should fix it.
All right, so let's see, and then we'll probably obviously have to adjust the levels because I tried to bump them as high as I could. Actually,
I'm not getting audio.
sorry.
Yeah, that's definitely better.
Cool. Now, should we make it any louder or
Um,
on this
right
one?
now I'm thinking leave it where it is. The other things I'm thinking about, I wanted to ask earlier. So I see you played a little bit with panning on some of the tracks,
Yeah.
but mostly you've just left. Oh, you know what though? I think when I exported things to you, some of the panning was factored into that just because
Yeah.
I was exporting, and this one's already panned this far to the left or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, but we might want to play around later with panning stuff around a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
So like just an option would be the rhythm guitars could go further out to the sides than where they are right now.
Okay. Yeah, right now they're at 22%. So we
Okay,
can
yeah.
definitely.
So like let's call it at least 40 on each.
Okay, so let's do this and this one.
Yeah, and I guess since we're playing with it right now, let's go ahead and play a quick snippet and see how that sounds.
Cool.
Can't believe I didn't think of this earlier, but I wonder if that also is part of why instruments were interfering with each other if they were too close together in stereo space. Although, I mean, the guitars were... Whatever. I'm mumbling to myself. I'm happy to not do that. I think I'm good to leave it here for tonight.
Okay.
I think what I want to do, whether we're doing another live again or if you're just going to, do a little bit more on your own at some point. The last time I emailed you, I sent you a reference track. I think we should play with that.
Yeah.
I still don't exactly like the tone, although it's close, but definitely using that for reference on like the balance for the different instruments.
Right.
I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, that'll help too. Like it's always good for me to have a reference track because I might think that I'm not the artist, so I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds awesome. And it's like, wait, if I was the artist, it might be completely missing a tone that I know is there. You know what I mean? So I'd like to have a reference track.
Good, but it could sound even better.
Yeah. And we still haven't done like the final for the mastering part either.
Right.
Once we get all the levels and stuff done, then we can do that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think I'd even said in the email, like I had a hard time identifying the right reference track for this song because every song that I thought to use, it was like, well, I like this thing about it, but I don't like that thing about it, so I don't want to use it for this.
Right.
Some of it was stuff that I never even noticed until I was listening to those songs with producer ears instead of just like, this is what I want to headbang to while I'm in the car.
Right. It makes a huge difference. It does.
Yep.
But I'm really enjoying it, definitely. I'm bouncing this out. So what I'll do is I'll email you this so you at least have this to listen to.
Okay.
And that way, if we do another live, or even if you send me another email, you can be like, okay, I listened to this a couple times and this is what I'm noticing, just like you did before.
So actually, maybe even that's what I'll do next. Is like I'll listen to this and I'll listen to the reference song and just take notes on, like crash needs to be higher, lead guitar needs to be lower. That's unlikely to be the answer, but you get what I'm saying.
Right.
But okay. Good work tonight.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. So, yep, we'll connect up soon. And everybody, do you have a Facebook page yet for Mindermast?
I am not making a separate Facebook page for it. I have a YouTube channel.
Okay. Do you want to shout out your YouTube channel?
Sure. I will. Well, I mean, it's search for DJ Mindermast. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Bandcamp.
There you go, everyone.
So everything that I'm willing to show in public is in both of those places.
Awesome, man. Well, y'all go check it out. We're probably going to do another live, I'm thinking. But if not, you can go there because the final product is eventually going to be there, probably.
Eventually,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so.
But in the meantime, I've got other stuff up there.
Yeah, so check them out now.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate
it's all
you,
very
man.
different stuff. So I don't have any other songs up yet that sound like this one.
This is going to be cool.
Yes, it will.
All right. See you, everybody.
Good night, everyone.